Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, Merry Ramadan. If you're a Seinfeld fan or a hipster with way too much Pabst Blue Ribbon, Happy Festivus. And Merry Yule, Merry Solstice. Screw the illness. Um, anyways, it's the 24th. To the Christian calendar, it's Christmas Eve. Now, hilariously enough, one thing that irks me is holidays, particularly when my fellow agnostics and non-believers like to bring up their what they've researched as the alternate pagan version of certain Christian holidays, and they missed the mark by a mile. This is something where I wish people would try to get credit. It is like, why, yes, various different celebrations are around the winter and summer solstices, and the various equinoxes. The problem pops up is when they take some form of misattributed bit of info. And one of the things, and for a while I thought this too, was Mithras. The Mithric religion, the Mithric cult. It's like everyone says, well, he, like Jesus, and it's like going on the long, various different attributes of Jesus, and when I was like, okay, and then I found out Mithras is the Greco-Roman Hellenistic interpretation of Mithra, through Zoroastrianism. If anybody knows anything about Zoroastrianism, it's like, well, it's the beginning, the middle, and roughly the end is kind of. Yeah, no. Okay, Mithra is a minor deity in the Zoroastric religion. Not really all that much. Yes, he did become big during the Greco-Roman period. But if anybody knows anything about Zoroastrianism, it's the fact that he's not the god of good. Okay, I can't remember. Blame a mixture of can't remembering and not really wanting to pronounce the mouthful of that. The good deity, and then you have Erdemon, the god of evil. Okay, that's kind of where we get the modern Judeo-Christian interpretation of God and the devil, because in the Old Testament, the listing of Ha-Satan is actually a office. He picks a particular angel to essentially ask for devil's advocate and whatnot. But yeah, it's like a lot of people say, well, most of what we get from Christian religion is from Mithras. Mithras was popular with the Romans at the time. Not really. Okay. The popular Roman god that was popular, particularly with the soldiers, was Mars, if I remember correctly. Mithras actually popped up after, or because they didn't start, because the Romans actually didn't start or interacting with the Persians until like the 2nd or 3rd century BC. I mean, around the time of Spartacus, which was after Jesus. Now, it's not to say that a lot of it was misinterpreted, but one of the things that kind of bugs me is not so much trying to debunk religion. It's using faulty evidence to do that. It's like Easter. It's like, oh, it's Ishtar. No, it's not. It's Ostade, a minor Norse, well, not minor Norse, Celtic goddess. She was kind of the Celtic analog of Hestia and whatnot. And we understand, and most people who actually study this, or a 5-second search on Google, can notice that the only two languages that's called Easter are German and English. And English is an offshoot of German, no matter how much we want to say something else. All the other Western languages actually use some variant of the term Passover, which is, anyways. But that's kind of the thing. And understand, it gives you ammunition against the fundamentalists, but it's not very good ammunition. I mean, personally, the argument I would use is the one that Penn Jillette Teller did on his episode of Bullshit, in which he listed actually 2 or 3 other messiahs that happened during that period of time. And they're hilarious enough. It's like you had great heroes. So a lot of people were claiming, "I am God." Of course, again, most people don't really want to admit the major reason why not certain someone became famous was a short, balding, possibly homosexual Hasidic Jew who decided to make Christianity palatable for the Gentiles. Yeah, there's a reason why mainline Christianity during as a historical point is called Pauline Christianity, because of Saul of Tarsus. Okay, because he mixed in with the 12 disciples. Thought, okay, this might be a good sell, and did that. Because anybody who's cracked open the New Testament will notice that it's like you have the Canonicals, the Ecclesiastes, which is the letters from Saul of Tarsus, and whatnot. Of course, again, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. No, I'm not saying we shouldn't. I'm just saying use better stuff. I know. Everyone's gonna. This is what it is. It's like, get on Wikipedia. Anyways, that's my thing. I'll probably do one at St. Patty's Day or Valentine's Day, and then again at Easter, or probably one at Limbic, and I know I'm gonna go for venison come Halloween. It's just something that's bugged me. It's like when I was in high school, I got heavily into neo-paganism, and technically I consider myself atheist, but culturally by this point, a heathen pagan. So it's like I spent a decade and a half studying this shit and whatnot, not really believing it, but studying it because it was fun. And people turning around and saying, "Well, this is this," and it's like, really? I mean, and the worst part about it is it's usually stuff that makes you sit there and think, okay, did you read Silver Ravenwolf and nobody else? And yes, I did make a pot shot at Silver fucking Ravenwolf. Alright? So, anyways, it's me bitching about certain people, throwing it, and it's just attack the belief, not say, oh well. Yes, I know it makes you feel smug. It makes you feel superior to those who are have this weird belief. And actually, probably next video I'm gonna start on that one because I read a really good article about how fundamentalism has infected the white working class. So, anyways, you guys have a happy holiday. Research and enjoy yourselves. Anyways, this is me screaming off into the void. Over now.